It's Weird Java in the morning.
What the heck? The video's stuck.
¿Qué pasó?
Good morning, everybody. It's time to wake the fuck up with some Weird Java in your motherfucking cup. Today we have a special guest. Her name is Alicia Watson. She has a couple podcasts. She's an amazing person, an amazing friend, and she's very talented, and I like her very much. I adore everything she does. So I just wanted to put that out there into the universe because she's amazing. She rocks everything she does. So Alicia, thank you for being here.
That is some high praise. Like, my goodness, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Rachel.
Sup, Rachel? Good morning. All right, dude. David, how has your week been this week, bro? Well, actually, it's been 2 weeks since we've done a show. So how has your 2 weeks been?
It's been a good 2 weeks, man. I'm older now. I feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy belated birthday again.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday, dog. Happy
Appreciate it,
birthday.
yeah. I saw.
Do you have a morning
Thunderbolts.
shot of tequila?
No.
I don't know. I feel like the older you get, you're just supposed to take a morning shot of tequila on your
A
birthday.
morning
Shake
shot
it
of
out.
tequila. I don't think I've ever done that. That would be something.
That's what my dad says. I don't know how wise of a decision that is, but that's his advice.
I saw the Thunderbolts. That was actually a pretty good movie.
Was it?
Yeah, I was impressed. I was actually impressed. I walked in there thinking this is probably going to be bad, and it wasn't. It was really good. And they touched on themes. One of the themes was mental health, which I really
Dope, dog. I
appreciated.
like that.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Daddy like, you know?
Yeah. Alicia, how's your week been?
My week has been. What did I do this week? I don't know. It's all
I
just
don't
kind
know.
of
I
a
wasn't
blur.
What didn't
there.
you do? What didn't you
My husband and I have big exciting plans to clean our patio and redo all of our flowers and stuff. So we purchased all of that, and that is our plan after this today. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
I
like
recorded a
it.
couple episodes. We've got an exciting guest locked down. All good things.
Good.
How about
Good.
you, Kevin?
Well, so last week, not this week leading up to today, but the week prior, I published a fucking book. So
This book?
Yeah,
oh,
you
you
did.
got it. You got
Yeah,
it.
you did.
This book?
Yes, this book. So that literally the day that Amazon emailed me to say that they confirmed like they're allowing my book to be published, I got a raise at work, so that was pretty cool.
Dude.
So,
Congrats, bro.
Don't you
thanks,
love
man.
that when things just like stack in to
Yeah,
place? I'm happy
Yeah.
for you.
I still hate my job, but that's okay.
At least you get
If you're
paid
getting-
more for it.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say.
Yeah.
A whole $1 more.
Ooh.
Yeah, they gave me an entire $1. I was like, what? You guys
yummy.
are too nice, but at the same time, I still don't like you.
Maybe that's why they're trying to buy your affections.
I think so. They're trying really hard. But other than that, I went Bigfooting for the first time
Yeah.
last weekend, which is why we didn't have a show. So I camped out in the Smokies, an undisclosed location, out in Tennessee. It was a lot of fun. Got together with the CW operations crew, which is headed by my good friend Drewski, Andrew Medina. We had a couple other podcasters out there, which Drew is a podcaster as well, which is Cryptid Warfare Podcast. We had Riley Watson of Midwest Mythos, and we had Justin Doc Brown of Prometheus Lens, which actually Doc made like a documentary out of the trip a little bit. So there's a bunch of videos of us out there in the woods too.
Cool.
Which is the video of me talking, and then there's noise out in the woods, and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is happening?
I saw that video.
Yeah.
Creepy.
It was. And I don't know if you guys ever heard, but I've never heard birds chirp in the middle of the night. It was like midnight, and there was birds chirping, like song chirping, like I can't
Really?
recreate it, but it was fucking weird.
I feel like the earliest I've ever heard birds chirping is like 3:30, 4 in the morning. So yeah, that seems
Yeah.
late.
Like, yeah, when there's like the sun is kind of like not coming up, but you can see just on the horizon a little bit of
Yeah.
light. That's when I start hearing birds. I've never
maybe
heard
they
them.
were singing just for you,
Maybe.
like the
Maybe.
male Snow White out in the woods. They're like, "Here you go, sir."
Yeah.
I like that.
Come to my arm and just have a bunch
Yeah.
of birds on my arm, and
That
I'm just
didn't
like,
happen.
"La,
I'm
la,
so disappointed.
Oh man, but I am out of this trip. I am a firm believer in Bigfoot now. I saw him on a thermal camera. The only problem is, which we hear this a lot too, is so when I literally saw the thermal image of something big and it was all red on the camera, right, in real time, and we were recording, and then once we played the video back, it wasn't there.
Ooh.
So I don't know.
How does one explain that?
I would say interdimensional,
portal.
portal,
Right.
and probably, which is probably why we can't just maybe spirit. Like, I think Bigfoot might be more spiritual than we anticipated, just because spirit, when you go ghost hunting and your batteries are dying and all this stuff, and some of the footage is distorted. I think that's what's happening.
Somewhere Sierra is clapping in agreement.
You know what? I'm gonna ask my spiritual advisor, JJ Rose 777, about that. That's interesting that you said that. Interesting.
Yeah, it was really weird. I took my dog Rizzo too, so it was almost like the adventures
Reliving
of
the book.
yeah. So
Hell yeah. That's exciting and
it was a
really
good time.
creepy.
It-
And I
yes.
totally agree. I think we have an episode called Paranormal Bigfoot for that reason. I think we
Mhm.
talked about that because it's like, how do cryptids exist but go so unnoticed? Right? You know?
What's up, Chris? Right. I don't like, man, it's it was definitely interesting. And the woods out there in the Smokies, that was so fucking dense. You couldn't even, so once it got dark, you couldn't see anything out there in the woods, and we were out there in the darkness. Actually, I pulled my gun out, right, and I dove onto the ground because we were hearing noises, and I just want to be prepared for anything just in case, you never know. And I dove onto the ground, and once we turned our lights back on, like, we knew that there was poison ivy out there, but now I got this big patch of fucking poison ivy. You can't see it on the camera, but there's a big patch right here. I fucking dove onto the ground, and I'm like, what is that?
Literally like your book cover, minus the being on the ground part.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'm working on book 2 right now. I'm hoping to have it done by June, but I don't know, because it's a lot longer story, because this first book was more about how I wrote the comic book, which the comic was more on the action shit and all that stuff. So, but in book 2, I introduce a lot lot of new characters, some familiar faces. So Rachel is in book 2
What?
as a deputy.
I thought I
Eh,
saw Drewski in there too. Was he?
Drew is in there as
Yeah.
well, and
Thought so.
Connie.
Conathan.
So let's see.
That's cool.
The offer for lunch still staying. Just reach out. There's yep. Go have lunch
Oh,
with Chris.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Chinese
from
food
San
sounds
Antonio, right?
delicious.
Yeah, he's from San Antonio.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, dude, for sure.
Yo, what's up, Riley? Speak of the devil. I love Riley. He's awesome.
Riley's a devil.
Oh,
I
he
thought I
can
was a
be.
devil.
You look like the devil.
That's
All right.
true.
Other than that, the rest of this week has been all right. But where's my phone? It's right here. Found it. I have some this day in history for you all.
Hit it, bro. I'm gonna record
What are you recording?
you
Why?
because I like this day in history. It's my favorite.
All right. May 4th, this day in history in 1256. Augustinian, what the fuck is this word? Monastic
There you go.
order constituted at the I shouldn't have read this one because this is freaking there's so many words that I don't know. Leseto Monastery when Pope Alexander the Fourth issues papal bull licit. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that means, and I should not have read that. So I apologize for that.
Just kidding. It's your show. Just kidding. Pick another one.
Just kidding.
No one needs to know. Also, happy Star Wars Day, guys.
May the
Ah.
4th be with you. I'm so
Yes.
glad my daughter was born yesterday and not on today.
Mhm.
I can't believe she's already won.
Dude,
Crazy.
it went by so fast.
She's so stinking cute.
She's adorable.
I remember when you said you were expecting. Remember that day?
Yeah, that was a weird day when I found out. She went to the hospital and she ended up having a cyst, and then we were scared that she was gonna. I don't know if she was, but they were talking about surgery for the cyst, and I was like, does that mean it's gonna kill the baby? Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Women are incredibly resilient.
yes, I will agree to that 110%. But in 1471, the Battle of Tewkesbury in Gloucestershire, final battle between the houses of Lancaster and York sees Prince of Wales Edward of Westminster killed, and King Edward IV returned to his throne, restoring political stability to England until his death in 1483.
Ooh.
I love
wa-
this day in history facts. I like that you
Yeah.
guys do that.
I freaking there. So what is it? The Last Kingdom, I think it's called, touches on a lot of like King Edward, and I don't know if it was the King Edward the Fourth or anything, but they touch on a lot about the Saxon and the Crusades and stuff like that, and it's a really fun show, I think.
Is something going on there, Alicia?
Me? Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know where that light was coming from. It's too early for there to be that much light. So I was like, what is that? Sorry. In the corner of my eye, there's just like a light on my wall, and I don't know where it's coming from.
All right. So in 1776, Rhode Island declares independence from Great Britain. I thought we fucking declared independence as a unit, like together, all together. I didn't know the states individually declared independence from
I
Britain.
didn't know that either.
Yeah,
But I'm Canadian, so I
that's true.
frequently plead ignorant when it comes to American history.
Yeah, we're not friends anymore, apparently.
What?
I guess.
Just because your president says that we can't be friends doesn't mean that we can't.
Your new prime minister said we can't be friends.
Well, I don't know about that. I disagree.
All right, 1780, American Academy of Arts and Science, founded in Boston. James Baldwin and John and Samuel Adams are the founding members.
Hmm.
And then in 1783, William Herschel reports seeing a red glow near lunar crater Aristarchus.
Red glow. That's
A red glow.
suspicious.
That
On-
sounds paranormal to me.
It
Are you
does.
saying on the crater on the moon?
Yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
very.
Aliens for
Provocative.
sure.
Yeah.
It gets the people
Yeah.
going.
So provocative. In 1818, Netherlands and Britain sign a treaty against illegal slave handling, which having slaves, I feel like should have been illegal completely, not just illegal slave handling. I don't know.
Don't handle the slaves, damn it.
In 1846, U.S. state of Michigan ends the death penalty.
Damn.
1862, George McClellan halts his troops before Yorktown, Virginia, as the town is full of armed torpedoes left by the CS Brigadier General Gabriel Rains. So he was scared of fucking torpedoes. In 1864, General Ulysses S. Grant, Union Army at Potomac attacks Robert Lee's Confederates at I know how to say this and it's fucking blanking. Rappahannock River. I think that's right.
Yeah.
I could be incorrect.
Crushed it.
All right. In 1878, we did a whole episode on this, David. Thomas Edison's phonograph is shown for the first time at the Grand Opera House in New York City. Bitch. That's the only one that I think that he can say that he created. Yeah. And there's a picture associated here when he was a young man too. With that. So in 1893, cowboy Bill Pickett invents bulldogging, the skill of grabbing cattle by the horns and wrestling them to the ground. So freaking dangerous.
Hate that.
Not only dangerous for the person doing it, but dangerous obviously for the cattle as well. But very dangerous for the person because you could end up dying. So why do it at all?
Yeah.
I know they did do it as a sport for a while, kind of like the Romans, where they got into a stadium and they watched people wrestle cattle by the horns down to the ground.
There's a lot of farming practices that are sometimes still used. They're so dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's wild to me. I'm like, what
Yeah.
are we still in the Wild West? Come on, guys.
Right. We don't need to lasso them anymore. Well, maybe when they get out and get loose, maybe that's a skill that is needed. But other than that, and bull riding, I've seen people get killed live on television on bull riding. So I don't know. Anyways.
If you're gonna piss off an animal that's bigger than you, it's like a fuck around and find out moment at that point. Like,
yeah.
I guess those people found out.
Yeah, they did. In 1904, Charles Rolls meets Henry Royce at the Midland Hotel in Manchester, England.
Rolls-Royce?
Go on to form the car manufacturer Rolls-Royce.
Dude. Right.
Yeah.
what a moment in history.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What if his last name was Choice and it was Rolls Choice?
That'd be, yeah.
About that?
Imagine
That would have been
that.
some solid marketing, though.
Yeah. Rolls
Imagine
Choice?
that.
That's the choice.
Right? I think you should pitch that.
I missed a career in marketing for sure.
Yeah, you did,
Damn it.
dog. Yeah, you did. So in 1910, Wilfrid Laurier passes the Naval Service Act, which creates the Royal Canadian Navy.
All right.
So he was the prime. Wilfrid Laurier was the prime minister at the time. So
Okay.
in 1923, bloody street battles between Nazis, socialists, and police in Vienna. So they're beating the fuck out of each other back in 1923, dude.
Damn, son.
Right in the street. They didn't care.
Damn.
They're just like,
son.
I'm gonna fuck you up. And the other side was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then they fucked each other up. All right. So 1929, Lou Gehrig hits 3 consecutive home runs. Yankees 11, Tigers 9.
3 consecutive.
3 consecutive,
Who
dude.
the fuck was pitching, man?
I know.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Throw it away. Fucking 3, dude. Fired.
Fired. 1932, Al Capone enters Atlanta Penitentiary convicted of income tax evasion.
I hear that he haunts certain areas in Chicago.
I heard
Totally he does.
Yeah, I heard he haunts Alcatraz because didn't he die in Alcatraz? Or am I incorrect?
Like syphilis or something? Yeah, like
syphilis. Yeah.
Yeah, and he haunts a place there. There's a place, I think it's in Chicago. It's a hotel that apparently he either lived or stayed at, and there are a couple of videos. I think I've shared a few videos where it's pretty compelling stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't the brightest dude in the
No.
world. Yeah.
No, he was a meathead like me.
But he was vicious. He was just fucking vicious as can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
Al
1950,
Capone, sorry, he died of a stroke and pneumonia at his home
Bitch.
Oh.
in Palm Island, Miami,
What?
at the age of 48.
48. That was wow.
That's still young, dude. I was just literally
Honestly,
telling my son the other day, like back in the day, the life expectancy for us was only like 50, 60 years.
Easy, buddy.
Yeah, that was living in old age at that point.
Yeah. So, all right.
If it wasn't dysentery, it was something else that was going to get you.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you could die. You could die by getting your a cut back in the day. Just like a flesh wound, and then it gets like gangrene and stuff, and then you get a fucking fever and you die.
Yeah.
You know what's so wild is we were talking about my family history last night. It was my brother's girlfriend's birthday. We're all sitting around the fire, and my dad's just casually like, "Oh yeah, your great grandfather died of gangrene, and this and this and this." And he was like a crime lord in like rural BC here. My family was like part of the Masonic something. Like I was like, what?
You got to go deeper into that, Alicia.
I do.
Dude, episode. That's freaking cool.
I know, but my dad's just like saying all these things like it's
very
just common
casual.
knowledge. I'm like, what?
He's like the Canadian Al Capone?
Pretty much.
Oh,
like
wow,
he used to be a miner and he made all of it. My great grandfather was a terrible person.
Well, he was a miner and then he grew up, right?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Sorry.
He used to steal gold.
What?
And he would put he would hammer the gold until it was flat, put it on the inside of his teeth because they would check when you would leave the job site.
Oh my God.
And he would put chewing tobacco on top so that when they checked the inside of his like mouth and whatever, it just looked all black and stuff. But he would steal gold like his whole life. And we were
Smart.
thinking, The
S'more.
Genius.
property that he used to live on probably has a bunch of jars of just buried gold.
Oh my God, where?
Let's
in
go.
Hope,
Let's
in
find
Hope,
it.
British Columbia.
Let's go. I'm down. Road trip.
Yeah.
Well, at some if you guys are ever in British Columbia and you don't tell me, I'm gonna be pissed.
BC, here we
I-
come.
I do want to go out to the Nahanni Valley for sure.
We should go do a show up there, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dog.
Where is the Nahanni Valley?
It's
Wait.
like it's Pacific. It's like towards Alaska, I believe.
Valley. Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful though.
Yes.
very. A lot of ghost stories out there.
Oh,
Bigfoots and
I was gonna say it's a paranormal
Bigfoots?
Bigfoot moment.
murderous indigenous tribes.
Oh, the Nahanni Valley is in Canada. Oh,
Yeah.
that's where the Valley of Headless Men is from. Okay, I have heard of
Yes.
this.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. It's coming back to me.
All right.
Okay, I'm down. We're going. Tell me
Yes.
when.
yeah.
All right. All right. It's either a really long hike or we got to take a plane into it. One or the other.
Same.
But all right. 1957, the Anne Frank Foundation forms in Amsterdam, which obviously Anne Frank was a Jew who was hiding out. She found actually a place to that took her in and hid her. And I believe, I don't know, was the whole family murdered and because they found her, or but I know that they found her and then she ran and then they killed her out in the field or something like that.
Is that right?
I think.
honestly did not know. I thought they just captured him and she died in the camps. I really don't.
I'm
know.
pretty sure they killed her when they found her.
Really.
I'm pretty sure. My sister read the book, but I could be incorrect. I might be remembering it incorrectly. I might be mixing stories.
The family that was hiding her out in their Amsterdam attic was killed on site, but Anne Frank was brought back to one of the concentration camps and killed there
Okay.
You
All
said
right.
at the
it
age
was,
of 16.
16.
It was
Yeah.
in Amsterdam. They made it in Amsterdam.
Yeah. The foundation was created in Amsterdam.
Was it in? Did they put it in the attic?
That's where her museum is.
It's in the attic.
Yeah.
The museum is.
Like
yeah.
you can still visit it. Yeah.
Wow.
But
That's cool.
yeah. It's on my bucket list for sure. I've always had a creepy fascination with history. I remember reading the American Girl books,
Yep.
kind of like history. They had a similar one about Anne Frank, and I remember that was like one of the first books I read in the 3rd grade. I'm like,
Wow.
why would I pick this up? Just a
'Cause you're
creepy kid.
twisted.
Yeah.
You're twisted.
I was a creepy
Twisted.
kid.
All right, next one I got for you is 1973 was the longest baseball game in Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium. The Phillies beat the Braves 5-4 in 20 innings.
Wow, dude. I think I saw that game.
Yeah, so obviously by the end of the 9th inning, they were tied at 4-4.
Uh-huh.
So they had to keep going until somebody scored again. So in the 20th, so no points for for 11 innings until the 20th inning when the Phillies scored another run.
I can't decide if that would be a really cool game to witness or a really boring one.
I feel like
at
it'd
what
be
point
very
would you
boring.
be like, oh my God, just end this. Put me
Let's
out of my
just-
misery.
Yeah, I would go crazy. In 1979, Margaret Thatcher becomes the first woman to be elected Prime Minister of the UK.
Nice.
Shit. All right. In 1984, Dave Kingman's Fly Ball Never Comes Down stuck in the Metrodome ceiling.
Wow.
So the Metrodome had a ceiling over it. The New York Mets, by the way. New York
You just
Mets.
got stuck up there, huh?
Yeah,
Is it still there?
possibly.
Metro.
This is
Oh
awesome.
no,
I like
the
this. It's gone, right?
yeah. Oh, the ceiling collapsed. and then it
Is
had
that
to
in
be
Michigan or
rebuilt.
something? Where is it? Where was it at there, Alicia?
Uh, yes, Michigan.
Yeah. All right. I like that you look stuff up right then and there. That's awesome. We need that.
Well,
That's-
Yeah.
me and Sierra like to speculate wildly on the show, but we've
Mm.
been yelled at by people in the past. So I will immediately correct things in real time if I have to, because I'm scared of confrontation.
Oh,
I love confrontation. I thrive on that shit.
that's very sweet. Very sweet.
It is.
You've met
Oh,
me, right,
jeez.
Kevin?
Yes,
Like,
I have. Yes, I have. But I like that's why I always say, like, if I'm not gonna look it up, I just say I'm pretty sure, but don't
Mm.
quote me is what I say.
that's a good one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
should start using that.
All right, dude. In 1990, because I didn't know this until
The year I
Dave-
graduated.
David Bowie passed away. I didn't hear anything about this until he passed away. But Angela Bowie reveals that ex-husband David Bowie slept with Mick Jagger.
Oh yes, I heard that. They did a song together too, which was around the same time.
Yeah, Dancing in the Street.
Yes. Yep.
It was a really interesting video. It's not interesting as in cool or anything. It was like, what are you doing? You know, I was like, what is happening?
They were doing something. They were doing something.
They were doing something. Absolutely. 2 years later, in 1992, U.S. Army and Marine Corps forces arrive in Los Angeles to end rioting following the acquittal of 4 police officers over the beating of Rodney King.
Yep. Yepers. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in 1990, a federal judge in Sacramento, California, gives Unabomber Ted Kaczynski 4 life sentences plus 30 years after he accepts a plea agreement sparing him from the death penalty.
What a bitch. I hated that he would do that through the mail.
Yes.
But I mean, he had that. What was it like? He wrote this manifesto,
Yep.
and he was basically against technology, big time against technology. He was targeting professors and like anyone that was in having to do with technology. He would target those people, and you look at the way AI is going today, the way robots are progressing. We've already gone through, I think, like the halfway point to where we could control it or stop it or whatever. We're
Mhm.
beyond that, and it's like, was he right? Because it could be we're going down a slippery slope with this robot and AI, and once they merge, damn son, it's gonna be hard to live.
Yeah.
They're chasing us because I can't outrun that thing,
Nope.
and it knows karate, dog.
It does know karate.
Oh fuck! I saw that. I was like, forget it. I'm dead.
Yeah. Well, that's a big thing. That's a big reason why I like going to the gym and do cardio and stuff. Like, I want to be, if something goes down, like if the apocalypse happens while I'm alive, I want to be able to fucking get away from shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not be gassed within the first minute and have to stop to catch my fucking breath, and then whatever is chasing me catches me.
I like to hope that my initial speed will carry me because endurance wise, I'm incredibly strong, but I have asthma. So at some point, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm dead. Evolution has taken me out.
All right, last one I got for you guys is in 2023, Ed Sheeran found not guilty of copywriting Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On for his 2014 single Thinking Out Loud by a Manhattan federal jury. Copyright infringement suit was filed by the heirs of Gaye's co-writer Ed Townsend, which it doesn't like. There's only like 2 chords that sound similar to Marvin Gaye's song. So like,
Yeah.
they were already reaching when they went after Ed Sheeran to begin with.
Oh, for sure. And I remember him being so because he takes his music so seriously, and
Mhm.
he is very talented. I've seen
He's
him live a few times, and he
Yeah.
plays like everything all at once, and I'm like, how?
Mhm.
But he was like, I'm not going to do music anymore if I'm found guilty of this,
Yeah.
because that would be the last thing I would do. I have such a respect for the craft. Like, fuck off, basically. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad he was found not guilty, because
Me
I don't hear it at all.
me too. Yeah, I don't hear it in any way, shape, or form. So there's like two, like I said, there's like two chords that are similar that might be like obviously maybe the same chord, maybe played in a way that you could possibly be like maybe, but at the same, like, it doesn't sound anything like it all once it's all together. So I don't know. They were definitely reaching, but I'm glad, because especially when he was like, I'm gonna, like you said, when he was like, I'm not gonna make any music if I'm found guilty of this. I was like, fuck, man, I want to hear more Ed Sheeran music, dude. You need to make more shit, because I don't know, you just need to. So, but that brings us to our next segment, everybody. If this will play. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, everybody.
Hello, everyone. All you big weirdos. Happy Weird Java Day. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Heather. A big good morning and hello to David and Kevin.
Yeah, we missed you guys last week. We are happy to be back to bring some information on 2 missing persons cases today. Not doing it last week was very weird for me. I was like, what do I do with my hands? Because I just need to be there. But it was okay, and I hope they had an amazing weekend doing their own things. So first we have Jessica Gleghorn out of Jefferson County, Oklahoma. Jessica was last seen April 15th driving her blue. In the report, it said blue/silver. To me, the vehicle looked blue, so I don't know if it meant like there was silver on it. Kia Spectra. It's a 2008 Kia Spectra with an Oklahoma license plate of NZJ69.
Yes, the police are asking for help in locating Jessica, but do ask if you see her or know where she is. Please do not approach, because Jessica does have schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, and they want you to contact them to get her help. Jessica is 35 years old. She's 5'4" and around 150 pounds. She has blue eyes and blonde hair.
Yep. That's the only information that has been given at this time. It's been 15 days, though, so it's crazy to me that more stuff has not came out yet. And I try to dig. I go on Facebook, I go on Instagram, I try to see if family members have posted too, so I'm not really sure, but that's all we know as of right now. And we need someone with information to come forward, to let her family know that she is safe, to get her the help that she may need. If you guys know anything or see Jessica Gleghorn, please call the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at 580-228-2375.
Yes. Okay, next we want to share the information on Ania Smith, who is only 13 years old, and she has been missing since April 24th. Like I said, only 13 years old. She's been missing for over a week at this point. She is 5 foot tall and only 90 pounds. She went missing from the area of 17th Street and 6th Avenue in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
She was last seen in a pink sweatshirt and gray pants, and she may have pink or blue in her hair. If anyone has seen or knows anything about the whereabouts of Ania, please come forward and contact the Altoona Police Department at 814-949-2490. Okay, you guys, just a reminder, when it comes to this segment and pretty much anytime you see any missing persons information, please take the second that it takes to share that information. Especially like social media, there's just such a great way to reach so many people very easily. Click it, share it, get that information out there.
For sure. For sure. So, Rachel, it's been a while. Let's quote time it up.
Quote time. Okay, I like this one because I always like them because I'm the one who finds them. I just need to say that. But this just resonated. I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept.
Nice. That is like
that.
a twist on the Serenity Prayer, which I really, really like a lot. A lot. And you know what else I like?
What?
You.
Did you read the last part?
I did read the last part. Rachel left a little note in our script that just made me smile. And so you know what? Take that as a lesson, everyone. Make someone smile today.
Yes.
Do your part. Share this missing person information and just be a good person and make someone smile today. Okay?
Do it. Make it happen. Here, Heather, make everyone else smile.
Like this?
Java,
We're Java Morning Show.
Bye. Oh, wait. Don't leave.
What?
Everybody.
Oh,
go get
shit,
this
yeah.
freaking book. Go get this book. Do you see it? It's right here. It's right here. I'm so sorry, book. This is Kevin's book. If you guys haven't got it, you're missing out. Go get it. Love you guys. Bye.
First of all, love them.
Second
they do
that.
amazing job. But I will say, after they sent that, Rachel said that both people have been found. So we're good on that front. But I played it anyway, just because I think it's important for missing persons alert, regardless. I mean, it goes to show how careful you need to be, whether it's staying in contact with people, making sure people are aware of, even if it's just one person, aware of your whereabouts and all that shit, just to, I think the more people that when you're regularly contacting somebody and then all of a sudden you stop, that's a good indication that something's happened. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's important, but I also think that they're hilarious too. And I love Heather's singing voice. So I obviously have to play that. And then the quote was an amazing quote. So
all positive things. I wrote in the chat, I'm pretty sure Heather is a real life Disney princess.
Yes. Yes.
I love the stories that they tell and then they're found. For some reason, to me, that's very rewarding to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told Rachel, because there was a string of 5 weeks that we did this, and each one of those stories she told in that 5-week span, they were found, and it just brought joy to my heart to hear that. I love that so much, and I'm so glad these people were found, and I hope everything's okay with them.
Me too.
Find more missing people, please.
Yes, absolutely. Second that motion. But let's get into Alicia and her shows. Yay. Alicia, please tell everybody about the shows and all the cool shit that you do.
So I'm, as you know, famously terrible at plugging myself and endorsing for myself. But I recently, about a month ago, started a new podcast called Truly Twisted under the Fire Eyes Media Network. If anyone is not familiar with that name, it is co-founded by Jen Rivera and Jules Thorpe. Jules has been on the show. Very talented podcasters, both of them. So I am honored to be doing a show with them. I was the first show that they launched separately under their network. So an honor. So I release that every Thursday, and it is usually bite-sized between 20 and 30 minutes. But I do have an episode coming up here On the 8th, it will be released. I think that's the date. Yes. And it is a case that is near and dear to my heart, one that Rachel and Heather have covered as well, which is the murders of Lydia and Alec Mater. Their father had a mental health episode and tragically killed both of them and
Ugh.
himself. And I got the chance to speak with Hope and let her tell me her story. So that's kind of a different form than I've done previously because it's just been me telling the stories. So very excited to see what everyone thinks about that. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And then I also do Twisted and Uncorked. I've mentioned Sierra on here a couple of times. Her and I are going on 4.5 years of that show, and
Wow.
which is crazy to me. And we do episodes every Tuesday on paranormal, true crime, conspiracies, all that fun stuff. So it's a little bit of a lighter hearted side because it's like sitting with your friends and just telling a true crime story. We also do fun facts and a drink segment. As of recently, Sierra is not drinking anymore, so we are doing cocktails and mocktails instead of wine and sangria as previously done. But it's lots of fun because it's getting me the chance to try a lot of little tasty cocktails, especially as we're getting into the hot summer. I
Mm.
love playing with different ingredients, being married to a chef. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff, and it keeps me busy. And I hope you listen to both of those things.
Nice. I listen to both of your shows.
Oh,
And I enjoy them very much. I love the dynamic of you and Sierra on Twisted and Uncorked, cuz you're both very outgoing and bubbly. Sierra is more of like don't fuck with me kind of attitude where you're just kind of like okay, I'm just gonna sit in the background kind of thing. Like not background, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like
She's
but
definitely the strong. Well, it's funny because she says I'm more outgoing, but she is definitely the stronger of the two personalities. But she's like a mom. A mom. She's like a mama
yes.
bear, don't fuck with me energy, and I think that she makes me a tougher person, which is good.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's also a fun dynamic because her and I record out of 2 different countries and met in this community, which is where I've met many of my close friends, and I'm very thankful for. But it's definitely a dynamic. But her and I have lots of fun.
Yeah.
One of my
And you
favorite
became
parts.
oh go ahead.
Sorry, one of my favorite parts is your reactions to when she's telling the story when it's her turn. You have all
Yeah.
these reactions. It's like, oh my god, that's a whole element upon itself on the show because it's hilarious. I love that.
I do
Yeah.
get called out for my facial expressions a lot too. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is wait, I don't know where she finds some of her stories, but she does have a talent for getting
Researcher.
very obscure and creepy stories. So I think we balance each other out really well. And yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes. We've also had a lot of really cool guests on the show, Kevin included. David's gonna have to come on at some point. We've had like Mother Like Murder on the show, so lots of
Oh,
very fun collaborations of people that have been on here. Um, and then, of course, I would like to have you both on my new show as well at some point.
yay!
I have only had one co-host on the show with me, Tara from Three Spooked Girls. I felt like the case that I was telling that week was perfect for her, so I got to find ones that are perfect for you guys.
Sweet. I would
Dope.
love
And
to do that.
Dope.
would love to
Yeah.
have you co-host. But I'm excited to be doing that show as well because it gives me a chance to do lesser known cases that are more disappeared and unsolved, narrowed down because we do categories on Twisted and Uncorked, so it doesn't always work to do it in the same week that it's important to talk about. So I have a little bit more control that way over what I'm covering and what's important to talk about. And I've been able to cover a lot of Canadian stories, which I'm excited about. So yeah,
Mhm.
You're like a
Mhm.
that's a little
veteran
bit about me.
in the podcast community. You have
Oh,
a like I think your show is the one show that I check out that has like the most episodes of all of our like friends are in the community. Yours is like the
yes.
longest running one, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I always recommend that people start with a new episode and not the underwater days of
Same.
when we didn't know anything about audio and I was
Everyone says
recording
that.
with a
Everyone
$70
says that.
microphone in the middle of my living room, like just. But I think people that appreciate the show the most of our listeners are ones that have been there since the beginning and have seen the growth and have seen the evolution of mine and Sierra's friendship and have seen, us kind of blossom into more comfortable people because, being on a microphone is many people think is easy because you can edit it and you can, put it out there afterwards or not if you want to. But I think that there's more to it than that because people can tell if you're uncomfortable or are in a weird mood or, not feeling something. And so I think that that's exciting too, to see that evolution. But if anyone here checks it out, please start with a new one.
Oh man, I love it. And just to speak about how such a friendly person you are, you became friends with Kadra and you became so tight to the point that she invited you to her wedding. So I think that's fucking beautiful.
Wow, dude, that's cool.
Yeah. Her and I, we have Zoom happy hours as regularly as we can where we just kind of hang out.
That's cool.
But I'm very thankful mostly for this community because I've met so many amazing people through it. Like people, like I always say that my friends here versus my friends on the internet are like totally different because we're just like all spooky and into the same things and all very like-minded in terms of like how to treat other people. Like I think we're all like the nicest people in this community. So I'm very thankful for that. But yes, Kadra is wonderful. And Kevin and I and Kadra and Sierra did his upcoming episode coming on Tuesday, Conspiracy Tuesday.
Yeah.
We had lots of conspiracies are Sierra's favorite thing. If you want to hear my co-host light up like a
she
Christmas
gets
tree,
very excited.
She loves conspiracies. She's fully in there with her tinfoil hat. And I love it.
Me too.
Makes me think. But I encourage everyone to go listen to that on Tuesday too.
Yeah. I'm excited to put it out. But I also want to apologize to everybody that's on the YouTube and stuff like that for episode 201. Mark, I don't know what the hell happened, but like right in the middle of our conversation, his audio and video just went poof, gone out of there. And so like for a good half an hour, it's just me on the screen going, oh yeah, dude, oh my God, yeah, could you imagine and stuff like that, just talking to myself. And somebody pointed it out and I went in and I'm like, really? Because like when I look at it on Riverside before I export it, it's like the audio thing is really small, but it shows all the like the noise and stuff. And so like it was obviously too close together for me to see that there was big blank spaces. So I just uploaded it and then threw it together into a video. And that's my fault for not freaking paying attention and going through it. Because I do like to, when it comes to where the weird ones are, I do kind of like try to be as raw as possible with very little editing. But I do need to pay more attention to that. But Mark had an incredible freaking story. And he does tell it. We do get the story before he disappears.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
So,
Sweet.
but yeah, my good friend, Deborah Roque, she met Mark and she did an episode on her YouTube with him and sent him my way. So, I just got to send his email cause he really wants to tell his story to more people. So I got to get him on some other shows. He's not looking for like, yep. You're one of them, obviously. But anywho, let's do the next segment here. I got two more segments for you, and then we can plug where you can find Alicia and her show and stuff like that, and let her go back to sleep because it's very early for her. All right.
You're gonna have to help me, Alicia.
I got you. Maybe.
This first one you're probably gonna get, David. To be
All right.
honest with you. All right. I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, dog.
That's
Yeah,
Robert Downey
dog.
Jr..
Dog.
Love it.
Allie put in a second quote for it too, and
Let's
it
hear it,
was, "I was wrong. Blow the bridge. Blow the fucking bridge."
Yeah, that's Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Rough House Pictures, which is Danny McBride's company,
Yeah.
like production company, they're following me, man.
Nice, dog.
I was like,
nice.
what? I love Danny McBride. He's awesome.
He is. I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
He's good at that, isn't he? He's good at doing that. I love this.
This is my hat. This is totally my hat now. All right. Quote number 2. With great power comes great irresponsibility.
Oh, shoot. I almost said something. Yeah, it's not Spider-Man. Okay. Damn, Alicia, help me. Help me, Alicia.
I thought it was Spider-Man too, but that's
Yeah, he's-
responsibility, isn't
He
it?
turned it. Yeah, he turned it around.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a play on that. It's got to be a comedy.
Is
Oh
that like
my
a spoofy
God.
movie? That's where my brain's going. Great start, David.
Thank you, Allie. Thank you. Okay, is there another quote or is there
There isn't a second one,
secondary
but
quote.
there isn't a. She didn't give me a second one, but
Okay.
I can look one up for you real quick. Let me see.
Oh, Charlie?
It's a
started
spoofy
dancing.
movie.
Yay!
Nice.
started
Has to be.
dancing. That's cute. A spooky movie?
A spoofy.
Oh, a spoofy movie.
The only
Like
thing that I can
Scary
think of that
Movie 6 or something.
well, yeah, that's where I was thinking, but the only thing that I know that comes to mind that makes fun of other superheroes is Deadpool. So is it Deadpool?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah, Alicia.
Wait,
way to
is it the
go.
first one or the second one?
The first one.
Oh.
Oh, you're awesome. You need to join me more often.
Well, because he tries to be an Avenger in the second one, and
And he loves
then-
Spider-Man.
And yeah,
Yeah.
so
Loves Spider-Man.
that honestly, I know that there's a lot of controversy right now with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, but
Yeah.
I still love Deadpool.
Me too.
That movie
me too.
kills me.
Me too.
And part of it was filmed in Vancouver.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was. You're right. You're right. All right. Quote number 3. I am one more black gay kid getting punched in the face away from a nervous breakdown. Do I make myself clear?
What the F? W the fuck?
W the fuck. All right.
Yeah,
I have
this
a
is
second
the first
quote.
time I am hearing
Okay.
any of that. Yeah.
The second quote for the same movie. Not so Slim Shady. What's up? I haven't seen you since high school.
I know it. 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say 22, but yeah,
Uppercut, left. Sorry.
another great movie.
And
That
finger
is
popping
a-
each other's assholes in the bathroom.
Much.
Finger popping.
Pretty much. Is it the first one or the second one that he does like the slam poet?
It's the
I
the
think the second one.
Yeah, when they're in college. Oh, so
because
fun.
Yes.
he's dating the captain's
Yeah.
daughter.
Daughter, yeah.
And then there's that scene where they're in the captain's office and Channing Tatum doesn't understand what's happening. And then he figures it out. He starts laughing. Oh, that was so freaking hilarious. I love
All
that
right. Fourth quote is, it's almost a shame to smoke it. It's like killing a unicorn with like a bomb.
The fuck?
Okay, it's got to be a stoner movie. Is it Pineapple Express?
Ding ding
Oh,
ding.
Alicia, you're
You
awesome.
got it.
Is it
dog.
is it the cross joint that he's got?
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I love how that reaction you had when you figured it out. It was like, oh, yeah. I need to do that more often.
You know, like a wait. You know when you hear something and it's like it unlocks a memory that you forgot you had.
Yeah.
My husband and I used to watch a lot of stoner movies. So
No kidding.
I love stoner movies.
Just like a feel good moment in a heavy world.
All right, I got one more quote for you
I like
guys.
that, Allie. That was pretty slick, Allie.
Yeah. Allie got she was doing something last night. So this quote I just found literally just now because I wanted to do 5.
Nice.
So she only gave us 4, but this one
5's a solid number.
yeah. All right, you ready? I feel heroic and handsome. I'm a little wet, but I still look good. I look good.
I'm feeling Kevin Hart.
That's impressive.
Yeah, because he's really good at impressions. I don't know if he realizes this or not, but he actually, yeah. So Kevin Hart. Okay, what's the movie? Alicia, help me out here.
I know it's
I'm a little
stand up,
wet.
but I haven't watched
I'm a little
it.
wet. Yeah. What is that? What is that? Damn it.
Is it the no. What's the is it the one wait, am I thinking of the right movie with Mark
What movie are you
Wahlberg?
watching, Allie? Tell us.
It is
I'm
not
watching
me.
this movie right now. Yeah.
It's not
Tell-
me time.
Is it the
Is-
one where he goes to night school? No. Is that
No.
one? No.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm glad you knew what I was talking about though, Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it
Well, David didn't even know Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart did a movie together a couple weeks ago.
I
True.
love Mark Wahlberg.
Me too. Me too.
I think The Other Guys is probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, hell yeah.
Four Brothers has been my favorite movie since high school.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know,
love that
Kev.
he can do funny and serious, but this is
Yes.
about Kevin Hart. Okay, what else is Kevin Hart in? Oh, don't tell me. Is it one with The Rock? He does. Oh, what
No.
is that movie
Not the
called?
CIA
No.
one.
Okay. Give us another quote.
All right, let me see here. All right. The revolution has begun. Liberated forever. Domesticated never.
Jesus Christ. Is
It
that the
doesn't
one with
have
Will
The Rock
Ferrell?
in it.
It's not Will Ferrell.
Not Will. He's not with Will
The
Ferrell.
same actor. Same quote from the same actor. I mean, a quote from the same actor
Yeah, Kevin.
in the same
Is it the
movie,
one with
obviously.
Ice Cube? Now I'm just
No,
like
dog.
naming things that people
right, I'll
he's been
give-
in movies.
Is it one with Ice-T?
I will give you a hint.
Okay.
All right.
Animated.
Oh,
Life of Dogs, right? Life of Dogs.
No.
Shit.
Close. You're close.
Life of
So that's-
Cats.
Nope.
Okay.
Life of Rabbits.
I feel heroic and handsome. I'm a little wet, but I still look good. I look good. So he plays a fluffy white rabbit named Snowball, and
Oh
it
yeah.
is the secret life of pets.
Do I get a half point for saying rabbit?
You get 2 half
Yes.
points. How about that?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
That's pretty good.
yes.
And
So
you
we-
actually have a rabbit, don't you?
She does.
Yes.
And he
She
is
does.
white.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
He last time I recorded with Kevin, he chose violence and chewed the cord of my
He
webcam,
did.
so I had to get a new webcam.
He was like, "Not this guy, Alicia.
not
this guy."
again. Not again. Yeah, he's
Too many Kevins in your life.
yeah, it's true. He's
Yeah.
he's very protective of his main Kevin. No, I think Kevin laughs all the time because he works from home. So he's with him all day. And then when I come home, you just see how excited he gets. Like he hears my voice and he comes running and he's like, this is
That's
bullshit.
awesome.
Like I have time in.
All right, so Allie wrote some jokes for you guys today.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Ellie is multi-talented, dude.
I
So-
love jokes.
joke number 1. What does the gynecologist and the pizza delivery driver have in common?
They both deal with cheese.
Ew.
Fucking gross, dude. Come on now.
mean-
They can smell it, but they can't taste it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Why are gynecologists always men? Like that's I have a
Mm.
question. Like
She was literally saying that last night.
like
It's
what the
mad
fuck?
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably
Right.
do that. But then we need to find somebody to
Absolutely.
sit with the baby if she's going to be on.
If I lived there, I would. I love kids.
All right, joke number 2. What do you call a gender neutral person who is lactose intolerant?
What?
Non-bi-dairy.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was going to be that obvious, but I like it. It made me think. Well done.
All right, joke number 3. What did one stick of butter day? What did one stick of butter day to the? Whoa, okay.
Say.
What did
Say.
what did one stick of butter say to the other stick of butter?
Stick them up.
You my butter from another udder.
Oh man.
Oh, that's good.
I
I
like
like
that.
that.
That's very cute.
All right, I got 2 more for you.
Daddy like.
Next one is, how do you know you are a gay barbecue? You are at a gay barbecue.
Mm,
All the hot dogs taste like shit.
Ah!
I was not expecting that.
Me neither. Hilarious.
All right, last one. What do you call ghost boobs? A ghost's boobs. What do you call a ghost's
Boobies.
boobs?
Boobies.
Paranormal entities.
That's
Better
awesome.
mind.
Ah.
Good job, Allie.
Well
Good
done.
job.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
All right, so our last segment of the day for today, my friends, is David's favorite. All right, let's see what you got.
Learn something new
Oh,
with
that is not it.
What in the
books are the key to unlock the
This
cage.
sound made me laugh so hard.
So teach
Yeah.
it something new. I love reading books, it's very fun to do. Read a book, you piece of shit. Books are the best, they got lots of benefits.
I definitely wrote the creepy video on that video, and I did not mean to. So let me
Most
see if I
insane
accidentally
coincidence
did.
in history.
Okay, here we
Oh
go.
yeah. It's one of my favorite.
Abraham
rabbit
Lincoln
holes.
was elected to Congress in
Same.
1846. John F. Kennedy was elected to Congress in 1946. Abraham Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John F. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. Both were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both wives lost a child while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday. Both presidents were shot in the head. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners named Johnson. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, born in 1939. Both assassins were known by their 3 names, both names composed of 15 letters. Lincoln was shot at the theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car called Lincoln, made by Ford. Both and Oswald were assassinated before their trials. And here's the kicker: a week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe. And Lincoln was shot in a theater, and the assassin ran to a warehouse. Kennedy was shot from a warehouse, and the assassin ran to a theater.
Crazy.
Yeah, dog. I've heard that before. That's simulation, if I could fucking ever say.
That's what I put in my description. That's one of my theories. Is it's like a simulation copy. They just ran the
Yeah, it's
same
just
program, different.
yeah.
people.
It was just like 1920, 1820, 1720,
Alicia's got
2020.
What you got, Alicia? You got some info there?
No, I was just like I was literally just texting Sierra that video link so that she could watch it because I'm like, we gotta look further into this.
It's really interesting. There's a
That's
lot more
crazy.
stuff. I mean, if you
Yeah.
believe like Lee Harvey Oswald was the one,
Yeah.
then it's kind of like okay,
Mhm.
right? But a lot of people don't think. A lot of people say it was the driver of Kennedy's limo that did the shooting. I did post a video of that once, and I got
There's also a theory that his wife did it.
another. Yeah, I heard that one. Come on, I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
I would believe the driver more than Jackie Kennedy shooting.
Which is why she was trying to get out of the car instead of ducking down.
I mean, we'll see. I posted a
Yeah.
video of the supposed driver as the assassin, and Instagram slapped my hands hard on that one. They were not happy.
Dude, Instagram's fucking retarded.
You're
How
not
dare-
supposed
One
to
of my
use that
favorites.
term anymore, Kevin. God.
I like Instagram.
We were
I
literally-
like Instagram too.
They're my friends.
Mm.
Are you being paid to say this right now, David?
Yes. They are fantastic. I'm about to hit 163,000 followers. on
Well,
Instagram.
David just showed us that if the United States ever becomes a communist fucking country, he's gonna fall in line. Basically,
Damn
is
right.
what he's saying.
Damn motherfucker, I survived. You lift your
I'm gonna live in a
Mira,
bunker with a bunch
aquí,
of guns,
vato.
and I'm gonna kill the government. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna kill
they-
the government.
If they ever become a communist country, if they ever become you know what the fuck I'm trying to say?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Were you just
Ow.
possessed?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was.
Speaking in tongues. All right, Alicia, if you don't mind telling the good people the names of your shows, where they can find your shows, where they can find you, and all that good jazz.
Thank you, both of you, so much for having me on today.
Thank
I
you
would
for
say
being
it
here.
was definitely worth getting up early for. I always watch your guys' show after the fact, but I love it. Keep doing what you're doing. And everything about me is Twisted, so you can find Truly Twisted every Thursday, wherever you get your podcasts. Episode 8 comes out this coming week. And you can find Twisted and Uncorked every Tuesday, wherever you get your podcasts with Sierra. And her and I do not actually have a new episode this coming Tuesday because she is in the midst of moving. But we
Oh,
are releasing a.
About time.
Yeah, she's been doing renovations for about 2 months now. So she's feeling
Mhm.
the stress, but it's kind of hard to record when you don't have a space to record it.
Right.
And things are being moved. So we are releasing a halfway to Halloween special that I was a part of, where I talk about some of my recent hauntings here with my mimic. And sorry, I shouldn't even say those words out loud, but yeah. So we are going to be releasing that, but lots of exciting stuff on both feeds, and I hope you guys check it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thanks for
dog.
having me again. Oh, and yeah, I'm Alicia.
Well, thanks for being here, Alicia. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you getting up early.
yes.
I know
Worth
I asked.
it.
Yeah. I every time I get to talk to you is worth it. So for
Aw,
me,
bestie.
but Alicia's made a couple of my designs for my t-shirts. She made the designs for my coffee bags and all that stuff. So if you are interested in that aspect, I would definitely send you her way. She does a really good
Might
job.
take me a year, but
At
She's
least
very
you'll
busy.
get it. Yeah.
no,
So
it's fun. I enjoy doing it.
well, you do great. But other than that, everybody, please like, follow, share, subscribe, leave a rating and review if you can and are willing to do so. That will help this show grow. You can also leave a rating and review on the website for the morning show. You can also, if you're interested in, if you don't watch my regular podcast, and you're
What are you
interested
doing
in
with your
doing
life?
so, right, where the weird ones are, like, follow, share, subscribe. It's an amazing show. We got Alicia, Sierra, and Kadra on this coming Tuesday for Conspiracy Tuesday 20.
Fuck yeah.
And then Wednesday, I have Eve Howard, who is how do I say it? Ojibwe indigenous woman.
Cool.
And she has some really interesting stories. And she had so many stories still after we were done recording that I have asked her if she was willing to come back on. So that you will see her again eventually.
Yes.
Amazing person. Bye, Rachel. Have a good day.
Love you. Bye.
All right, everybody. Until next week, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Love you all. And, stay weird, stay safe.